What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. If you're already subscribed to the channel, I thank you for that. If not, think about hitting that subscribe button down below. So today, I'm just going to be going over what I have on the boat right now, what enhancements I want to make in the future, what I think so far of this boat, and also kind of why I chose the Classic and some questions that I saw a lot online or that I had before I bought it, and hopefully I can answer them here. So let's just jump right in. All right, so to get started, this is a Ginu Classic. It's 15.5 feet long. It has a 4.5 foot beam. This boat weighs about 240 pounds with nothing on it. And then the max capacity is like 530 pounds. So you can easily fish 2 people on this boat. So just starting off on the back, I have a 2006 25 Mercury. It's a 2-stroke. It pushes this boat about 30 miles per hour with 1 person and about 26 with 2. I also have a pulling platform right here. It does have a C-deck on top with the tarpon skin design. So on the back of my pulling platform, I have a light here, which is connected to the switch board. I also have a rod holder, and then this is actually a holder for the push pull. So the push pull is an 18-foot aluminum push pull. Also on the back here, I do have a jack plate. It's a manual jack plate. I do also have the extended tiller handle for this motor. I would highly recommend that if you're gonna get one of these boats. It's super nice because I can either sit here to drive or I can stand up and hold this grab bar, and it reaches the motor nicely. So I was thinking about getting a center console, but honestly, I do not have a problem at all with this tiller. So next, moving into the back, we have a wet storage. Inside this wet storage is basically, this is some of the stuff I have for the trailer, but it has a pump right here, and basically this connects to the drains in the front, which I'll show in a little bit. But yeah, so this is a wet storage. Going to the next, this is a dry storage. I just keep a bunch of my either tackle or my hose and some camera gear in here. It does have the cushions. These are super nice. I do have a fish finder on here, as well as some rod holders. So also I have my fire extinguisher down here for safety. I also have my switch here, so it has lights on the front and the back, bilge pump, and then I have an auxiliary, which I have not used yet. Okay, so my middle storage, which is right in front of the grab bar, it also has a cushion for anyone that's on here with me. And inside of here, this doesn't come stock with the boats, but the guy before me basically converted this into a 6-gallon gas tank, as well as I have the battery right here. So this, to be honest, for me is perfect. I don't have this for storage anymore, but it gets the gas tank and the battery out of the way. Also, the nice part about this boat is it has drains here and here. So obviously that water drains back down into that wet storage in the back that I was talking about earlier. That's been awesome for me. It keeps the boat nice and dry and clean. It's easier to clean it as well with the hose because the water just runs straight to the back. I have a Yeti up here, just if I want to get any extra height. I'm gonna move that real quick and go over what's under it. So sometimes if I'm fishing, I'll just put the Yeti down here if I want more deck space. There's 2 dry storages up here. Right here is usually where I'll put my tackle or my bag. Also a second dry storage right here, which has some safety equipment. It also has my boots, some snacks, camera gear, whatever else is in there. So honestly, these 2 dry storage are perfect to keep all your gear, so you don't have to go to the back if you want to be, switching out your stuff. So moving up to the front, I have a transom motor. It's a Minn Kota 45, 36-inch. Honestly, I kind of wish I had the 42. Right now, Minn Kota motors honestly weren't in stock, and I really wanted to get in the water, so I just got the 36-inch, 45-pound thrust Minn Kota. So on Ginus, you'll see this on a lot of them, but basically this is the extender for the transom mount for this motor. If you want to upgrade this motor and get like an iPilot or something that has the handle or foot pedal, you probably want to buy a custom nose piece. You can get those on Ginu.com for like 200 bucks. I haven't done that yet. I think it would be nice to have the iPilot on here, but right now this is definitely getting it done for me, so I'm just going to keep using that. I also have my front lights here. This light is controlled by the switch panel that was talked about earlier. One other thing I didn't mention is I do have Yeti tie downs. So basically how this works is there's straps that will strap down the Yeti, so that way when you're riding or when you're running or fishing or whatever, you don't have to worry about your Yeti falling over. The other thing I have on this boat is SeaDek on the bottom. Again, it's in that tarpon scale pattern. Super comfortable. Definitely recommend that if you're gonna get a Gheenoe. I don't have it on the front yet, but I honestly also wear boots a lot when I fish, so has not been an issue for me. So I'll mention, because I get a lot of questions on this, these are actually called fly spikes. They hold your fly line. I don't fly fish too much, but they came with the boat. The guy before me had them, so kind of hold your line so it doesn't get all wrapped up and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much the overview of the boat. A couple things I wanted to talk about. I was honestly between the LT25 and the Classic. Obviously there's a pretty big price point difference there, and that was one of the driving factors why I got the Classic. To be completely honest, I'm super happy with it. I don't regret getting this at all. These Classics used right now go anywhere between $4,000 and $8,000 depending on how much stuff they have on them. And I mean, some of the LT25s easily go 15 grand. So to me, the trade-off was well worth it. I fish in this boat by myself perfectly. I've also had a buddy in here, and it works perfectly for that as well. One of the things that I was worried about, or that I got a lot of questions about first, was stability. I mean, I'm used to fishing in John boats or smaller boats anyway, but this boat has been very stable for me. I don't have any issues with it. I haven't been close to falling out or anything like that. So, I mean, I don't have any issues with the stability. I was actually running this thing in about 2 to 3 foot waves because the storm was rolling in, but yeah, I mean, we ran right through it. We got back to the ramp safely, and it worked out. The other question is, you know, about the space. I mean, as you saw, this boat has tons of space. I could fit so much stuff in here. I mean, I probably only have about half of the storage actually full. So not worried about space at all. And like I mentioned, it does fish 2 people pretty easily. Obviously, if you're fishing with 2 people, you're going to want to kind of maneuver around the boat safely and communicate with that person, because it does move a little bit when you have 2 people on the boat. But I mean, yeah, that's kind of the same with any small boat. Another thing I saw is that you get wet a lot when you're on Gheenoes. I'm gonna be honest, driving, I haven't gotten wet. I was running in a little bit of chop with my buddy, and he did get honestly soaked. We were trying to outrun a storm, and yeah, so I mean, if you're sitting in the front, he was sitting on that cushion in the front, you're probably gonna have a wet ride, especially if there's chop. But I mean, if there's clear water out, I haven't gotten wet at all, so haven't had to worry about that. Some of the things I don't have on here that I'm probably gonna upgrade, like I mentioned in the front, I might get an iPilot trolling motor. I think it'd be pretty sweet to be able to control the trolling motor and also fish off the platform in the back if you're by yourself. The other thing that I want to get is an anchor. Right now I don't have any anchor or power pole, so I know a lot of people get anchor sticks, so basically you're sticking a rod into the sand or the ground under you and it holds your boat in place, so that's definitely an option for the Gheenoe as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I've had this boat for a couple months now, and I'm honestly loving it. Thanks for tuning in and watching this review. I'm probably gonna have a few more Gheenoe review videos after I fish it for a while, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said earlier, if you want to subscribe to the channel, I post weekly videos of fishing. All right, so thanks for watching, and catch you guys on the next one.